to introduce to you our controller, John Liu.
Yeah!
Thank you, Neva. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters.
Good afternoon.
So glad to see all of you out here. It's a beautiful day outside. It's a beautiful day in here as well, because we're kicking off this campaign, a campaign to represent the community well, a campaign to ensure that the issues are taken care of, a campaign to make sure that the resources are being brought back to this district, because we have a candidate who's going to be on top of the game on all of those issues, and then some. I think we have seen Andy out there over the years. You know, he's not a newcomer to this process. He's been there. He's done that in many different ways, and he wants to continue to be there. He wants to continue to do the good things for the community that he has dedicated his life to. And that's why I'm very proud to be with all of you here today to support Andy King for City Council, because this is a an interesting time. This is a tough time. We're still getting out of what is perhaps the worst recession since the Great Depression. We've got a lot of issues to deal with. It's not just the economy. It's the schools. We've gone a little bit astray on the schools under this administration. We've got to fix the schools. We've got to get the guns off the street. We've got to get the violence out of here. And none of these are issues unto themselves. They're all interrelated. The economy, opportunities, education, violence, guns, it's all interconnected. And Andy is somebody who has been a student of all of these issues. And he's going to hit the ground running at City Hall, in the City Council, fighting for what we need and advocating for what's right. And so I'm very proud to be with all of you here today, because I've seen this man at work on the issues. I've also seen him on the campaign trail. This guy is like relentless. He's got a lot of energy.
That's right.
Andy, I know you're going to work hard on the campaign. Just make sure you listen to your campaign manager. You're going to listen to your campaign manager for a lot of different reasons. But I look forward to being out there pressing the flesh, pounding the pavement with Andy King and with all of you, because we're going to elect this guy to the City Council, and the community is going to be that much better for him.
I was at that Charlotte convention, and I'm fired up and ready to go. I'm here to support Andy King, because Andy King's the best candidate for City Council. I grew up in the Northeast Bronx. I went to school in Van Child's right across the street. I watched the Surrey apartments being built. That's how old I am. So I know this neighborhood for a long time, and Andy is just what this neighborhood needs. He is from the community. He understands what it is to be part of the community. He understands, because of his union connections, the union struggle for working men and women in this country. And let me tell you, my friends, I'm on the front line in Washington. They are trying to destroy unions. They are trying to destroy every gain that unions have made through the years. I come from a union household. My dad was an iron worker, a worker in the Bronx, worked in Hunts Point, and he was a member of his union and an active member of his union, on the executive board of his union. And I remember my father used to say to me, you know what, if you don't have a job, you don't have anything. And that's really what it is. And so the Republicans in Congress will try to block this president from being reelected, will try to throw every trick in the book, will try to suppress votes, will try to make it hard for people to vote, make it hard for minorities, young people, poor people to vote, because they figure if they can block 5% of people from voting, Romney might carry those states. But that's national. How does it affect here on the grassroots level? Well, when I'm in Washington fighting the good fight and battling those Republicans, I want to know that someone here in New York City, in the city council, in my district, is not only covering my back, but covering the back of all the people in the community. To speak out for those who don't have a voice, to speak out for those who can't speak for themselves, to say it the way it is and call it the way it is, and not be afraid to step on toes. And to my way of thinking, that's Andy King. Andy had the courage to run for city council before. It wasn't very easy as an insurgent. So he's got that insurgent spirit in him, but yet understands that all of us as elected officials have to work together. Whether we represent you on a federal, state, or city level, we all have to work together because we represent the same community. So I want to know that when I'm in Washington fighting against all those Republicans, that right here, back home, is Andy King fighting for the Northeast Bronx. So I want to say to you, Andy, that you have my full and unequivocal support. We'll campaign together. Anything I can do to help you, I'm there for you. And I look forward to serving with you, fighting the good fight, and fired up, ready to go.
Yeah!